Dylan Sprouse and Barbara Palvin have reportedly tied the knot. According to Boers Online, a local Hungary news organization, the pair got married near Budapest over the weekend, which is where the model is from. The publication also published photos of Barbara seemingly in a wedding dress. Access Hollywood has reached out for comment. The pair first sparked engagement rumors in March when they hit the red carpet for the Mammoth Film Festival in California, and Barbara was wearing a gold ring. They later confirmed they were engaged during an interview for V Magazine in June. The two first met in 2017 and weren't romantically linked until 2018. Access Hollywood last spoke to Dylan when he joined Access Daily's Kit Hoover and Mario Lopez in studio back in April and reminisced on his role in Adam Sandler's hit Big Daddy.
Please welcome Dylan and Virginia to the show.
Hey. Beautiful Disaster. That's a great title. That basically describes my dating life when I was about your age. So please tell us about the premise and your characters.
So the premise is loosely based on a book series, Beautiful Disaster, where Abby is trying to run from a shady past and falls right into the arms of someone she's very reluctant to date, Travis Maddox, who is an underground fighter. And a very quirky guy. Let's put it that way. He knows
You're
what
a quirky Fight Club guy?
He's a quirky Fight Club guy. Yeah.
Didn't see that.
I know, right?
Your chemistry is so great on screen, and we were talking off camera. Tell everybody how you met, your first meeting.
So we met, it was at a Halloween party. I was upside down doing a keg stand. My first and only keg stand.
Dressed as what?
I didn't know I was going to a Halloween party. I was in no costume.
It was
Dylan,
Halloween. How do you not know you're going to a Halloween party?
And Dylan was dressed as like a tooth fairy, like a green fairy.
I was a wood elf, okay, which is a subsect of elf that lives exclusively in the forest. And I had leaves all over me, and she's been calling me a green bean ever since.
Dedication for you coming up with that. That's good.
So you're doing the keg, and my guy strolls up and does one with you, huh?
I did at a later time, and both of us have decided that keg stands are no fun. So we've never done them again. We've put that away.
And you get covered in beer. Like, you're just, like, covered afterwards. It's not fun.
Sad to say that we did not do keg stands on the wrap of this movie.
But the next time y'all saw each other, was it in the audition process? Like, how did that come about?
Well, the next time we saw each other was after we both had gotten the job and we were getting lunch with our director, Roger Kummel. So that was the next time.
Yeah, and she subsequently roasted me for my fit again.
You were wearing the elf costume again?
Yeah, which
You brought it back.
it's just my thing.
That's great. So you mentioned you play an underground fighter. Very cool.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of boxing? How much training did you put into it?
I am. I'm definitely more of a fan of MMA. I took some MMA and boxing and Taekwondo growing up, although she's a black belt, so she definitely has me beat.
For real?
I am a black belt in Taekwondo, yes.
What?
Okay.
But she was 9 years old, okay?
I was not 9 years old.
It's a little different.
I broke a brick. I'm strong.
Okay, it's different. I feel like
9-year-old her beat you down. Though.
Yeah. 9 years old, she would have whooped me. But yeah, we did a lot of training for this. I'm a big lazy cat, and normally I don't like to do anything physical, but I finally got out of my shell, and now I've adopted some of those same antics at home. I built a home gym.
Good for you.
Have a boxing set up in my house.
Nice.
So I'm happy.
It worked.
Right on, man.
The director of this, right, was the director from the 90s movie Cruel Intentions. So does this movie have kind of that dark undertones that we saw in that 90s movie?
I think it does a bit in terms of Abby, my character's history is a bit dark, and you see some of like downtown Vegas, like sort of a grimy, dirty feeling Vegas. Yeah, but I think more than anything, Roger did like Just Friends later on and some of these like big, broad 90s romantic comedy, and I think our movie has a lot of that kind of flavor and nostalgia to it, which is really fun.
Of course, you and your brother. Because I'm proud of you because I always root for former child actors.
Oh yeah, let's go.
It's tough to
baby.
make that transition.
Let's go.
But you guys start opposite, of course, Adam Sandler in Big Daddy, Jennifer Aniston in Friends. And was it something that you just kind of fell into? Did mom just want it? Because you're so young, I know when you got into it, but was it something you always wanted to do, or mom just kind of
You know, at that age, you don't make many decisions for yourself. What my mom was particularly savvy. She knew that child actors have a work limit during a day. And if you have 2 of the same child, you can double your hours.
Oh.
So she marketed it like that, and it worked. So
well played.
Happy. Yeah, well played.
Well, I just interviewed Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. Adam says he discovers y'all. He was very funny about it. And then Jennifer Aniston was just singing y'all's praises. Here's that.
And when we were shooting Murder Mystery, I saw Dylan Sprouse late night in my hotel.
You did?
I really did. It was like 2 in the morning, and I heard a voice, and I was like, man, that sounds familiar.
In your hotel room?
Not in the room, in the lobby.
Oh.
And the youngster was
up at 2 a.m.?
eating eggs.
And Cole had said he had the biggest crush on you shooting Friends.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's, he was so little.
I know, they're 30 now.
I know. What?
That's hilarious. They're cool.
They're really cool.
No,
I just
they're
love all
not.
that crossover. It's crazy.
So wait a minute. So Cole
so
said
funny.
he had a crush on Jennifer Aniston. Not you, Dylan. You didn't. No crush there?
I like brunettes.
Courtney Cox was more his jam.
That clip is funny because I was just in Paris very briefly, and I did see Adam, but it was not 2 a.m. It was 8 p.m. and he's just old. Dude, like, go to sleep.
2 a.m.
Like,
What's he doing?
Adam, if 8 p.m. feels like 2 a.m., go to bed.
Apparently Paris it does.
What do you remember about them back then? And then what was it like bumping into them?
I remember distinctly, which I find phenomenal, the shoot. Nowadays, we shoot everything very fast, right? Even feature-length movies will take a month, maybe sometimes max, right? We shot that movie for 4 months, Big Daddy, for 4 months, and half of it was because between every take, Adam had a cooler full of beer and a basketball setup that he would watch in between takes. And so it just dragged on. It was amazing. As
the crew loved that.
Yeah, they did. It was so fun.
Meanwhile, Beautiful Disaster looks fun, sexy.
Yes.
Congratulations on it.
Love
Look
this
forward to
movie.
checking it out. Beautiful Disaster is available on video on demand and all digital platforms, so check it out.